Hello and welcome to the second episode of Scraping the Bottom. I'm Kevin and I'm joined by...
Hi, I'm Fletcher, Internet. Internet, I'm Fletcher.
I'm Jeff and Fletcher owes me a pie and $4.
Yes. I'm not going to say what kind of pie.
I just learned something new about Jeff. I don't know if you knew it already, but Jeff would rather drink tap water from a bathroom sink
Well,
than a
two
V8.
creepy dead girls look at him nonetheless.
Yeah.
Than a V8, right?
They're sweet girls.
Well, one's a boy. It's like a brother and a sister.
Really?
She
Yeah.
dresses like a girl,
Well,
though. So.
Again,
I call her she because I'm politically correct like that.
I don't assume.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, I did just assume.
Yeah, you're a shitlord.
Here I was thinking I was woke.
Nope, you're a shitlord.
You're not woke.
Stuck in my ways.
Yeah, total shitlord.
What do you have against V8?
Tomatoes.
You don't like tomatoes?
I don't like tomatoes.
What about the little, what do you call the little baby round ones?
Tomatoes.
Baby tomatoes?
Little ones.
Cherry
Or
tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes, yeah. What about those?
They're so terrible. They're still tomatoes.
Oh.
I'm with him on this one.
You don't eat any tomatoes?
Well, once they're tainted in like sauce form or in a soup, yeah. I love marinara sauce. shit.
Marinara's good.
What about like on a burger?
No, they're not tainted.
Really? Huh.
That's fresh. No fresh tomatoes.
Ketchup, however, I'll eat ketchup on a burger.
I'll eat the fuck out of some ketchup.
What about fried green tomatoes?
Never had it. I like salsa.
Mm.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
42.
Are they fucking tomatoes?
Yes.
Then I'm not going to eat it.
But what about like a tomato soup?
Maybe.
It's a tomato.
But it's liquidated, though. It's tainted. It's tainted
It's
by other
tainted.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Oh no, those little cherry tomatoes are like good in some ranch with like some salt.
No means
good.
no, Kevin.
No. That's
Okay.
disgusting. They're red and poisonous for a reason. Our forefathers literally thought they were poisonous.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like the Europeans and shit.
This is a good way to start the show with some tomato history.
Oh, yeah.
People are going to be enthralled and hooked by the fucking tomato talk.
I'm woking y'all.
Well, it's very relatable though, right? Because some people either like tomatoes or they don't like tomatoes.
Well, going by us, the vast majority of people do not like tomatoes.
Yeah, 66% of the people, if this is a study.
Exactly.
Well, it's like the wiping pole.
No, that's what you do in the bathroom.
No, you don't know about the wiping pole?
What is the wiping pole?
It's a pole you wipe with.
Do you sit or do you stand?
Oh, when you wipe?
Yeah.
Oh, I stand.
What do you do, Fletch?
Crouch. In defensive form.
That's pretty much standing.
Because if you stay on the, like, I've never understood. So do you go like under the junk to wipe,
no,
or do you
that's front
lift?
wiping, which is
Yeah,
terrible.
that's
Front
terrible.
wiping is
You're
the
gonna-
worst thing. You're going to get
Yeah.
your balls
yeah,
dirty.
you're going to get shitty balls.
But like, I feel like if you're sitting there and like you lift off to one side, like your other cheek's gonna go.
I'm way too
to
fat.
sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I've learned right now?
Yeah,
We're a bunch of standers.
all three of us are standards.
Whoa.
Bunch of dirty
100%
fucking
of
standards.
people are standards.
I just feel like I get a better clean that way.
My brother's a sitter, though.
Huh?
Yeah, he sits to pee, though, too. Ah.
Only when
just-
he's sick.
I'm just fat. I have to.
I think it's more thorough though.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if the science is there, but anecdotally, I feel better.
Well, I mean, if you look at it throughout the world, more people have to be standers and sitters because, predominantly, I guess, European central places like America and Europe, they have sit-down toilets. Most have the crouch holes in the floor ground. Yeah, like Japan, India, that sort of place.
Yeah.
They crouch.
So we've got shit talking tomatoes so far.
Same thing.
Mm.
Yeah, especially if you have some bad tomatoes.
Yeah.
All tomatoes
all
are bad.
tomatoes, yeah. I think you just shorten that down.
Sorry, I meant like rotten tomatoes.
All tomatoes are rotten.
I like that website.
Yeah, it's okay.
That is fine.
Gives you a rough idea of what you're going into. A
Yeah,
rough one.
It's still better than Metacritic or Mediacritic. whatever the
You
fuck
still
it
have
is.
your like Armand Whites of the world that are going to call something bad regardless.
Oh yeah. Certain people who are gonna shit on it no matter what.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of Rotten Tomatoes, though, something that's catching a lot of heat from them lately is
Jeff?
I'm sorry.
is Iron Fist. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
down to like 14 or 17%, or it's somewhere below
Really?
20%.
Jesus, last time I saw it was like 25, 26%, but that was 2 or 3 days ago.
Yeah, like it's not a perfect show by any means, but like
And we're talking about the Marvel Netflix series.
yeah, it's on Netflix now if you want to check it out, which I recommend because it's a good fucking show. I don't know what's going on with people.
It's
I don't know.
I honestly think it's it's not the best because I'm several seasons my ass. I'm several series behind. I
Mhm.
still need to watch Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
Yeah,
But it seems like it's not as good as the other ones.
yeah,
And people are just jumping on the Marvel's finally failing bandwagon because
Yeah.
they haven't really come out with a full-fledged stinker since arguably Iron Man 3.
yeah.
So
Well, and it's it probably is the weakest of the Netflix Marvel series so far, but it still ain't bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, like, I could see it like in the 60 or the 70% range, but down in the teens is just like nasty.
Well, it almost becomes brigading after a certain point in time.
Yeah.
I mean, people want to be one of the ones that say, hey, I didn't like it back before everybody else didn't like it.
Right.
So that causes them to not even see it, but not like it.
I saw where it's being defended by the actor too, like as the post-Trump meta or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if President
Christ
Trump hadn't
almighty.
happened, then everyone would have liked the show.
And Amy Schumer's would actually be funny.
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard
it wouldn't be.
an Amy Schumer joke the other day. So
If it's funny, it's the first one.
there were two cannibals, right? She got attacked by cannibals, and they started to eat Amy Schumer. Cannibal 1 says to cannibal number 2, "Does this taste a little funny to you?" Second cannibal says, "No, not at all."
My vagina.
And then says, "But there's plenty to go around."
You brought it back. I like that.
So we've got shaming of chosen gender, and we've got shaming of bodies.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
I'm not shaming anybody.
No, I'm a fat motherfucker. I just don't think she's funny.
I agree. I think there's different humors though.
She's not funny.
No.
I don't find her funny either, but I think they're different humors.
I heard someone was talking about a joke that she had, like I guess in one of her specials or something. It was like
my vagina.
Yeah, it was like a rape joke or whatever, like real dark about like her getting raped or whatever. And like the punchline somehow ended with her saying that her vagina stinks. Like what?
Yeah, that's most of her humor. She's running up there with Melissa McCarthy with me. I don't like
the Melissa McCarthy stuff. I've still got to. I don't know.
I know.
See, they're different humors. They're
Yeah.
different humors, exactly.
I like Spy.
Well, no,
I despise Melissa McCarthy
Yeah.
personally, but
Yeah.
I don't think she's funny, and I don't like her on a personal level. Like outside of movies, I don't like her.
Yeah, the personal stuff that you've told me, I can't get on board with. But I laughed at Spy. I don't know.
For those of you not that know, Melissa McCarthy likes to go, I don't want to be the funny fat friend and everything.
then don't be on the poster for a film with a giant big gulp in your hand. Where you're female Chris Farley, and that's fine. That's great. That's
Own it.
wonderful. Own it. Just own it.
Don't take the check and shit on it.
Yeah.
Well, and you were telling me too, like the punchline with her complaining about these roles that she gets or whatever. Her husband's the one giving her these jobs.
Yeah. Her husband directs a lot of her movies.
So sounds like a conversation to have at the dinner table.
Marriage counselor.
Yeah. Instead of making a $50 million flop.
Yeah.
Which is what she kind of is.
She makes money, I think.
Yeah, she does. I mean, she always makes money, but it's like the movies. I don't see how they make money.
Well, you've met our one friend that drug us to the one, and we're like, if this is bad, you're going to give us money back, and you had to get my $20 back.
We were drugged to see Epic Movie.
I didn't see Epic Movie.
You're better for it.
Yeah, I didn't watch Ghostbusters either.
I saw that one, but I saw it from a less than legal source, so I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Oh, let me take that back. I didn't pay for it with money.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, it wasn't a terrible movie. It was fairly meh.
That's his problem, from what I've understood, is like that movie couldn't be mediocre because it justifies what people are saying, which is without the sexism involved, because there's definitely sexism involved with that because of the internet, and the internet's full of ghouls.
Right.
But it's you gotta either knock it out of the park and be better than the original, which was never going to happen, which people were saying anyways, which makes it an impossible and stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't care what cast, if it's male or female, to remake Ghostbusters is not the original cast and they're not writing it. I don't care to see it.
Well, the problem with the new movie, I mean, from a base fundamental level, is with the original ones, you had the straight man, you had the sarcastic one, you had the everyman, and then you had the physical comedy guy, right?
Yeah.
This one, you got 3 comedy guys and a everyman, and it just doesn't work because they're all trying to ad-lib not with each other but over each other. And so that's why the humor fails a lot, but it doesn't get cringeworthy until it references the originals. Like, you even had, I mean, everybody with the exception of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What's his name?
Rick Moranis.
Everybody but Rick Moranis was in this movie, including Harold Ramis.
Well, Harold Ramis was dead by that point.
Yeah, but he's still in the movie.
How is he?
Yeah, they actually, and they're in a university, right? And they walk past a bust of Harold Ramos, like a statue bust. And the people walk past and they hold on the bust of Harold Ramos for a good 5 seconds. Like, look at this. You get it? It's Harold Ramos. This is it. And this is the first 3 minutes of the movie, by the way. and it just sets the tone.
Now, if you told me they put the ghost of Harold Ramis in that movie, I would be like, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to watch that film.
They almost did. I mean, they did kill Bill Murray in this movie.
Oh, most movies do now.
Yeah, but yeah, they had to sue him to be in the movie, so I guess they had to kill him to get out of it.
Oh my god.
The only good cameos was actually Winston and Sigourney Weaver. Poor
Winston got screwed out of a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
film.
he did. Yeah, I actually just saw. I had to take one of the work van in, and they had Ernie Hudson. That's his name.
Ernie Hudson. Yeah.
They had Ernie Hudson on. I guess it was some sort of like The View, but it was like Girl Talk or whatnot, and he's pimping something. And he goes, "Yeah, Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 taught me you can be famous and liked by everybody, but still be dirt poor."
Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
It was on Comic Book Man too. He was like selling comic books with Walt in the ice cream truck.
I missed that episode.
Oh, really?
Shit.
Damn. I mean, it's the tale of Ernie Hudson's really fucking sad.
Yeah.
Was this episode like a year or two ago? Or
I think it was last year, maybe.
yeah,
last season?
I missed a lot of last season, and they're not adding it to Netflix.
No, they've
sucks.
got one season on there.
Yeah,
even Slingers only has like 4 episodes, and they're random ass episodes. I don't know why AMC is being so damn stingy with them.
I don't know. I mean, because it's not like it's this big, cash cow for them.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but they're actually having to pay money to keep it on Netflix, I believe.
yeah,
So why not increase it a little bit?
right.
It makes me wonder if there's some like other Smodcast related limitations.
I was gonna say it's probably like
Maybe.
Kevin Smith maybe holding back on certain things.
Yeah. Because as much as I love Kevin Smith, he is very bulldoggy over his property.
Yeah, that's a weird one to be that way over though.
Well, that's his weekly. Aside from the Smodco productions, the podcasts.
Yeah,
That's his weekly mouthpiece.
right.
And honestly, I love Comic Book Men. Two of the one of the podcasts I actually listen from Smodco is the
Tell him Steve Dave.
No, it's the This Week in Comics, whatever the hell it is.
I sell
With,
comics.
with David and Ming.
Mike and me.
Mike and me.
Yeah.
Mike and me, sorry. Yeah.
You can tell he's a fan, folks.
Oh yeah. I remember Ming. Because I actually like Ming. As much of a goofball he is, I like him.
Yeah, I don't blame you for forgetting Mike's name. I don't know. Hey, Mike Zapsik.
Remember this is going to be heard by a lot of people, so
Yeah.
you might want to be careful here.
Is and they've talked about this on the Tell 'em Steve Dave podcast too, is he tries to like be extra on a podcast or on a show. Like he feels like he has to compete with how funny other people are, so he'll get to the point of almost being like kind of obnoxious a little bit, just trying to be to that same level of funny. But like if he's just like natural and just himself, he is a pretty funny dude, but it doesn't always come across on the shows because he's trying hard.
You've met him in real life.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you actually know, so he can actually punch you in the face next time you meet him.
Yeah. I'm friends with him on Facebook too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's like
So
that.
you're gonna promote this. He's gonna listen to it and go, those motherfuckers.
He's not gonna listen.
Yeah. Let me believe. Let me believe. We're good.
You know all the views?
Yes.
They're me.
Oh, I thought they were my mom.
Ming might listen to it.
Yeah.
I could buy him listening to
He's
mine.
that self-absored. Oh, they mentioned me on here. Okay.
Like,
Let
okay,
me
yeah.
listen.
Oh god.
I'll put 'em in as one of the tags.
I apologize because I actually like them a
Yeah,
lot.
I do too.
They're not listening.
They his views do not have my own. If you want to kick his ass, just let me know. That'd be kind of cool.
All I said is I want Mike to just be Mike. Just be Mike.
You just contact me over Facebook. That's all you really got to do. I mean, I'm not going to tell him. I just ask that you stick a GoPro on your arm or your foot, whatever you want to do. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I kept waiting for you to finish that shit.
no, I'm sorry.
Dead air also good for podcasts.
Yeah.
Like because you can't see it, but he's sitting across from me, and he obviously was getting ready to say something, but no.
I got distracted by a message that
You're
popped up.
fucking
I'm sorry.
woman.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. Professionalism. God.
You were going to tell us. We were talking about this before we went live on the mic. Some tells.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I sell drugs. I'm not gonna say where I sell them. They're legal. I do work in a pharmacy.
Lots of drugs.
Yeah, lots of drugs.
Like so many pills that you'll lose your mind if you
I'm
heard the number.
not even gonna say where I work or what city I work in. But every once in a while, I've been doing this for like 15 years. So
It's Albemarle.
I've seen some shit.
He sells an Albemarle.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Done, Henson.
It's just these weird things that we tend to come across in the pharmacy, man. My life has been threatened. My girlfriend's life has been threatened. Yeah, he's shaking his head on that one.
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
Junkies, man.
Junkies. I mean, it's some crazy shit. I mean, every time you think the world has hit a new low, the door opens and a new prescription's passed to us. We've had prescriptions handed to us and from various places that have been so badly forged. They spelled morphine, Moofine.
Oh, people are desperate sometimes, and times are kind of rough right now. And not to condone these people, but I've apologized multiple times to you for that, Fletcher.
Yeah, I know. At least fucking spell check it. But it's crazy. I mean, like today, I just got off work a couple hours ago, and we had a woman come in with wanting her Prograf. This medication is an anti-rejection medication.
Okay.
So if you get a new heart or you're a kidney transplant or a liver transplant or anything like that, they're going to give you this medication to make sure your body doesn't reject it and you wind up plopping it into the toilet with your morning constitutional.
Right.
And so you would think, right, that you would make sure you have plenty of medication. This is something you always have.
Yeah.
Right?
You would think.
Yeah. You'd be wrong. She comes in. She gets her medications. She looks through them. Prograf's not in there. And she doesn't go, ma'am, sir, I'm sorry, but what is this? She shouts from halfway across the pharmacy, hey! Hey! And I'm off, doing something else, filling another prescription. Yeah. And I just kind of look around, and she's shooting daggers at me. Just daggers. And I point to myself and goes, man, she goes, yeah, you. How, I go, can I help you? Where's my damn Prograf? And I'm sorry? My damn Prograf! I need my Prograf. It's a very important drug. Who are you, ma'am? I had no idea who she is.
Samuel L. motherfucking Jones.
Yeah. Keep in mind, this is a woman, she's maybe in her 50s.
Jackson, I'm sorry.
Heavy set, white. That's the thing.
Racist.
No, I had to point this out. I'm painting the mental picture for you. She is in a flowery shirt, white with purple and blue. What I didn't pay attention. I was way too damn bewildered and increasingly getting pissed off. So I put down the bottles that are in my arm because back on the counter, go to the computer and go look her up. Eventually now she's told me her name. She got a 30-day supply of this medication 37 days ago.
No.
So I go, well, she's out of refills. This medication, keeping her alive, out of fucking refills. No good for you.
She needs to go to the doctor, right?
Or she should have, on every bottle of medication you get from the pharmacy, on the very bottom, it'll say refills left.
Right.
1, 2, 3, no refills. And logically, you go, no refills. I'm not going to be able to get any more.
Right.
This isn't going to work. But apparently in her little world, that means I can just give her medication. Because when I tell her that she's out of refills, she goes, well, give me some. That's a very important medication. I need my Prograf.
Yeah.
I had such and such replaced. And I said, I'm sorry, man, we can't give that to you. Because if you're a day behind on it, if it's 31 days, we can spot you 1 or 2 and just take it out because that's a legal thing to do for non-controlled substances.
Right.
And this is definitely a life and death medication. It's also about a medication that costs about $500 to $600 for a month's supply. So it's not a cheap little thing that we can just, make it rain with.
Right.
And she's on 4 pills a day. It's about, 2 in the morning, 2 in the evening. That's about the average, the dose of it. And it's brand name, by the way, folks. This isn't generic. There's generic available, but she specifically requests brand. This stuff is to the point. We don't keep a lot of it on the shelf. We have 3 people on it. Guess how many bottles of it we keep on the shelf? No, we keep 4 on the shelf.
4, okay.
We keep 4. 1 for each person that we know is on it, and 1 just in case they come in.
Okay.
Because we want to be ready.
Yeah, I thought you were saying like there's so few, you don't even put it on the shelf.
For the audience
it's
at home
away.
that can't see what's going on, Kevin held up 3 fingers.
Yeah, he held up fingers. Because radio is a visual medium, right? But I go to my pharmacist. I tell him what's up. And the whole time, she's just yelling down the register. She's a good 20 feet away. She's just yelling her head off. I need this. I need this. I can't believe y'all aren't going to give me this. And we look at I show the pharmacist, I show the pharmacist her profile. He goes, well, she's been out for a week. And I asked her, I said, man, what have you been doing for the past week? I have not been out for a week. I just took my last dose this morning. There's two things wrong with this.
Right.
You're given enough to get through full days.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're on 4 a day, you're given 120 pills to get to your evening dose. So if you finish up in the morning, you've missed a dose somewhere.
Yeah.
Problem 2, it's a week. 7 days. This is what, 28 pills or so? Something like that? It's a math amount of pills. I'm off of work. I'm not doing fucking math. Screw you guys. And she is just ranting and raving. She's throwing her damn prescription up. She's picking it up. She's throwing it back down. She's picking it up. She's throwing it back down. Like it's going to do a goddamn bit of difference.
Right.
And the thing is, we actually do give her about a day and a half's worth of medication. We give her enough for this evening and enough for tomorrow to make sure her heart doesn't come out through her anus.
Right. That's important.
Yeah. I mean, because you got to have, as much as people suck, you got to have a bit of humanity.
Yeah.
And it's not like she was trying to get her Xanax 4 or 5 days early.
Yeah.
So, this was just, she's an ignorant fuck, but this is something that people do have, and you gotta be nice about it.
For those also wondering, Fletch did hold up 27 fingers when he said 27.
Yes, I did. Yep. Don't ask how I did it. I just did it. We gave her a day and a half. That wasn't good enough. She wanted a week's worth. Jesus. She wanted a week's worth of this $600 medication.
Why doesn't she go back to the doctor?
She didn't even have to go to the doctor. That's the thing.
Okay.
Just call.
She just let us know, hey, I'm out of refills. Or, hey, I need to get this refill. And we've gone, oh, she's out of refills. Let us fax the doctor.
You can call, you can go on the line, and you can email your doctor because they have ways to do that. They have their own little Facebooky type thing going on with doctors now.
So you could have done the dirty work for her as far as like getting in touch with the doctor.
If it wasn't on a Sunday, she waited until a Sunday evening about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
But I'm just saying, like in an ideal world, you could have handled it for her.
And we are. We send a fax into her doctor. The doctor will see it on his fax machine tomorrow morning. Yeah. And hopefully we'll say, okay, I give her X number of refills, or I'll go, here's one more refill just to get her through. She needs to see me before I give her any more. Mm-hmm. Ta-da!
Right.
But no, she decided to yell, "Hey, you," from across the pharmacy. And I'm not going to keep y'all too long with this kind of stuff because, like, I got stories.
Yeah.
I've been threatened. We had my favorite one. I did chase a junkie out of our dumpster.
Recently?
Yeah, within about 6 months.
Do you have a chain on the dumpster?
No, we can't.
Why not?
Because they got to be able to get into it to empty it. Yeah. So yeah, my boss calls me from out. He's in the back. He's back in the office. He gives me a call because I'm a big guy. I'm about almost 6'5". I'm about 350, 360. I'm and broad shouldered. Both y'all can. I'm fat, but I'm big. Mm-hmm. So he goes, Fletcher, somebody in the garbage can. I was like, okay. So I go out there, and this guy is literally, he looks like he had just been in a windstorm. Red-faced, not freckles, but just pick marks all over his damn face. Oh. Yeah. He is the king of meth. He is the meth man. He is method man. And I bang on the side of the garbage can and go, you need to get out of there. What? Yeah, you need to get out of there. Oh, I lost something. No.
What did you lose in our dumpster, motherfucker?
Exactly. I said, actually, about the time my boss is coming out, because apparently the only times I move fast is when there's food and I get to crack down on somebody.
Or you're on fire.
Or I'm fine. Yes, which has happened more than I care to think about. 3 times. Jesus. I've lived an interesting life. Don't judge me. And he keeps attesting to the fact that he's left something in our dumpster. He will never say what. He crawls out, and my boss is about my size. He's a couple inches shorter than me. And as he leaves, he tries to take a garbage bag with him. And he goes, I brought this with me. No. It's literally got a hole in it, and I can see pill bottles in the side of it. You did not bring this with you unless you came from another fucking pharmacy.
Those are mine.
I mean, Jesus.
I'm assuming they're empty bottles.
Oh yeah, they're
too?
empty bottles. There's no pills in them.
Right.
But he's hoping beyond hope, and because like he's got a fucking job to get to, that we missed half a Xanax, and is willing to dumpster dive through a half full dumpster or half empty dumpster, depending on what you look at it, to find that one golden nugget.
Yeah, he's trying to fucking scrape around with his finger inside the bottle, just to get a little bit of that Xanax dust on his tongue.
If he does that, that's not going to be it, because that's all just filler powder.
Right.
There's no good shit in that.
He's an optimist, man.
He's a meth head. I don't know if you can be a meth head and an optimist, because if you had optimism, you would go, maybe I'm better than meth.
Fletch, look at it this way. To him, the bottle is half full.
No, it's empty.
No, it's half full.
It's half full. He's just hallucinating. Those pills are literally singing to him.
If he's hallucinating, doesn't it mean it's working?
Something is, but it's not the fucking meth.
Thank God he's just not looking at you as like a giant Xanax pill walking
I am
him.
God fucking Zilla to this guy. I mean, Jesus. I mean, God. I've worked in retail pharmacy. I've worked in hospital. I've worked in, like I said, retail, both mom and pop and chain. I've worked all over the damn place. And I definitely get the better stories that's not in a hospital. I've never been held up before.
Thank God.
But I have told somebody you need to leave or something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
And that was during the damn chain days.
Because a junkie might pull the trigger. You never
Actually,
know.
the place I used to work at, after I left there, about a month after I left there, somebody came in and said, yeah, I have a gun. Give me all your Suboxone.
Yeah. Well, before we move on, can you tell us one of the times your life was threatened?
Oh, my God.
Wasn't there a bomb threat once?
No, that was the store not, wanting to do repairs, and the gas from the heater started leaking.
I thought you got like a call on it at the other place.
No. Not that I'm aware of. Not with me there, at least. No, the time the best time I got threatened, this is actually the time my life got threatened and my girlfriend's life got threatened.
Wow.
We had I guess they were husband and wife, though they technically weren't married, duo. They had been bringing in prescriptions from South Carolina, from Virginia, all over the damn place, and we don't fill out-of-state narcotic prescriptions. Again, you look at these guys, fucking meth heads. There's nothing you can mistake them for. They are professional white trash. They probably voted Trump, if they could vote. But
so much for not going political.
Well, no, I mean, I'm trying to paint the picture. Just let me paint the fucking picture here. But anyways, and, one day they bring in the wrong prescription to us. We had suspected they'd been doctor shopping and, bringing it to different pharmacies. They brought us the wrong prescription. So we called the doctor and we let the doctor know, hey, 2 days ago, Dr. So-and-so wrote for Norco. Mm-hmm. And now we've got one from y'all writing for Norco, the same prescription. What do you want us to do? And essentially they went, what was that other place? Okay, because we have them going to one of the other chain places up the street from you. Really? Because they've been coming to us, getting this from y'all, da-da-da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, void that prescription. I'm making some other phone calls.
Right.
About an hour later, so I write in big, bold letters, void, all the way across of it. And when they do that, the prescription is no good. It is less than a piece of paper.
Right.
It is no good. Can't give it back to the patient. It is a X prescription. It has ceased to be.
Okay.
Get about an hour later, get a call back from the doctor's office, and it goes, yes, we have informed the other doctor's office about her shopping around, and we had just made a phone call to the patient himself that he has been dismissed from our practice, and we are looking into a national board to see where all they've been going, because we can only see where they've been going in North Carolina.
Okay.
But the doctors, they can see, anywhere.
Yeah.
So they got fucked.
Wow.
Badly. And I'm an asshole, but I'm not too much of an asshole. But it is quite cathartic for me to tell somebody, hey, you can't get this anymore.
And what were they after again?
It was Norco. It's hydrocodone.
Okay.
It is a pain medication. It's an opioid pain medication. It's a step or two down from Percocet.
But it can make you feel good.
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Its base is a hydrocodone. It's a synthetic opioid, like morphine.
Gotcha, yeah.
So they come in about an hour later. The place, it's about 5 or 6 o'clock, so we're pretty damn busy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm there. the girls behind the register, they're 16, 17-year-old girls. This is the kind of place where you would have your first job.
Right.
My coworker is I think she was 21 at the time, 20-year-old girl. And I'm in my 30s. Right? I'm 29 or 30 years old for this. And my pharmacist, too, is about 5'6", 5'7". I mean, so I'm definitely the big guy there. And I'm down helping out. I'm down in one side of the pharmacy helping out somebody when they come in. My coworker gets to them and said, yeah, we can't fill this. It's voided, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm down there helping whoever else with the wheelchair. And out of the corner of my ear, I hear this guy start to get louder and louder and louder. And she's down in the area right behind the counter talking to them so that way she's not yelling their information across the pharmacy. She's being very professional about this.
Right.
And I see that, I see this is not going to end well. Because she's taking a couple steps back because he's reaching over the counter and trying to get the prescription, even though it says void on it. Like, not in just one corner, all the way across it. So that way, even if he did get his hands on it, it's no good. Nobody would take it.
Right.
And so I excuse myself from, helping other people. And I walk down there and I go, coworker, hand me that. And she just looks at me like, thank God. And she hands it to me. And they follow it, like, across the counter, on the other side of the counter, like a dog biscuit with dogs. And he starts going, I'm going to need that back. That's my own personal property. I'm going to need that back. I said, no, sir, I'm sorry. This has been voided. It is legally not anything. We have to hold on to this now.
Right.
Well, I just got a call from my doctor saying, y'all been not minding your own goddamn business.
I'm sure that's what the doctor's office said.
Well, I said, no, sir, it actually is our business to make sure you are not taking too much medication. It is in our best interest to keep you alive and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Take two and none of your goddamn business in the morning.
Exactly. He's not that clever. My God, is he not that clever? This can of Pringles, the mustache man, way more clever.
This guy's very smart, though.
Yeah, he is.
Made
But
a lot of
anyways,
money.
him and his wife just starts, pulling him by the arm. Let's just go. And he goes, no, this motherfucker right here has just screwed up my whole deal. I'm going to be in pain all night. I am going to be in so much pain. And she goes to him, now it's okay. I'll go to the ER and get you some of that. And I point out, I said, ma'am, you can't go to the ER for him. That's illegal.
Right.
And she looks like a damn deer in the headlights and goes, I didn't mean that. I mean, I was just going to take him there. Oh, God. And he's starting to yell. Like, he's yelling at the top of his lungs now to the point where the other customers are actually telling him to shut up. And, we've, a coworker has called my boss because he's already left for the day.
Yeah.
And she yells to me, Fletcher, just tell him we're calling the cops. We're calling the cops. And she starts pulling his arm, goes, they're calling the cops. You can't go back. You can't go back. And I'm being to my credit, not to toot my own horn, I have not raised my voice. I have not been mean. I haven't said one curse word to him.
Kept it professional.
I've kept it professional. The girlfriend, I master the hard no. The girlfriend says, my no is like a meadow. You can argue with it, but it's still going to be a fucking meadow. It is what it is.
Right.
And he starts going, I'm going to find you afterwards and I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stab you right in your damn heart. And I said, that's very nice, sir, but you still need to leave.
Yeah.
And his wife is still pulling on his arm. He grabs her, holds her by her like ring finger, goes, you see this? You see this? You see how pale this is? It's in the bone. She's dying. You don't give a good God shit. Props to him for coming up with the phrase God shit. I've used that one several times since then. So thank you, random meth head.
I think I've seen that play like in the 80s where it's like a guy in like, suspenders.
I thought it was a like an 80s metal band.
No, that's like
God shit.
2026.
2026?
Yes.
Okay.
Coming soon.
Coming soon. God shit. With Thunder Cunt. But yeah. It's in the bone. You're not having any you don't care. You don't care. I hope your wife dies in a fiery car crash. I said, well, I'm not married, sir, but I will pass the word along. And by then, they finally pulled him out, and he's still ranting and raving.
The cops are here.
The cops have not come. No, the town we're in, nah, bro. Nah.
Our cops don't show up unless they're not wanted to show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he's been pulled twice for the same thing within an hour span after being given a warning before.
Yeah.
In the same intersection.
The same intersection. Yeah. My car was like the tags were a day late.
Same cop?
No.
Different cops.
Different cops.
To their credit.
Yeah. But yeah.
Really watching that intersection.
This was like a 45-minute long conversation. Well, I would say conversation, but nothing was really had.
Right.
Yeah. 45 minutes with me and my girlfriend's life were threatened. I love that story. It's got a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's got meth. It's got intrigue. It's got detective work.
Wife killing.
It's got something in the bone. I don't know what. It's in the bone, though.
God shit.
It's got God shit. How could I forget that?
It's got a lot of tragedy in it.
It's got a lot. There's tragedy written all over it.
Shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't care. It didn't faze me whatsoever. Because I was really entertained by it. I was happy that it happened because I got a hell of a story out of it.
Right.
Junkies don't talk and do things. Junkies just do things. So,
Junkies just do things, and he was doing the hell out of it.
So he was just talking, so he's not going to do it.
No, man. I've never, thank God, knock on wood or whatever passes for wood around this joint. I've never been followed before. I've never had a gun pulled on me. I've never actually had a instance where I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna have to throw down.
Right.
Because I can throw down. But I'd rather not have to test that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I would say it's a sign of the times, but I would say it's more of a sign of the town
It's a sign of the town, definitely.
Yeah.
And just meth in general.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't wait.
Sign of the meth.
No, let me take that back. Don't do synthetic drugs, kids. If it grows, it's good. But if you have to make it yourself, don't. I mean, I can't, so I don't. But if you can, go for it.
Smoke poison oak, kids.
Yes, poison oak every day. Sumac, if you can really get your hands on it.
Sumac's good.
That's the good. Yeah.
Wow. Tales from the Pharmacy.
Tales from the Pharmacy.
Needs music.
Every once in a while, I'll break one of these out. It does me good. It's. Yeah. I keep telling people one day I'm going to make a coffee table book. And I'm just going to put all this in it.
I mean, it sounds like you keep getting new material.
Yeah.
So
I think I've said that one on our previous podcast, but I think it's a good way to introduce new readers to the world that is me.
Yeah.
We don't have readers.
Yeah, well, whatever. Fuck it.
And this isn't just a Fletcher thing, right? Like, have you heard coworkers share stories too?
Oh, God, yeah.
Okay. I worked in a different pharmacy, and I've seen junkies chased out before.
Yeah.
I've applauded the pharmacists afterwards, actually.
My all-time favorite fucking story. It actually came from one of my favorite bosses. I'm not going to say his name, but the guy's like a second father to me. He was working one day. He's been in the pharmacy for like 20, 25, 30 years. I don't know, for a long fucking time. And older one, you always have certain people that are very pompous. You always have certain people that are needy and whatnot.
Right.
And this woman, she was very old, very rich, and very entitled. She comes in when atorvastatin was new. Atorvastatin's for cholesterol.
Okay.
Its brand name is Lipitor. So I guess you got the Lipitor.
Are they sponsored by Cheerios?
No. They kick that bee's ass. But anyways,
they are a Transformer, though.
Yeah, they are a Transformer. Actually, they're a Warcraft character too now, thanks to me. Haha. Yeah. What? I make a lot of my Warcraft characters named after drugs. I got Xylatan. I got Crestor the Warrior.
They do sound like fantasy names.
Awesome. Yeah. Sounds very awesome.
They're really great. I've got like I said, I got Xylatan. Yeah. It's good stuff. But she comes in, like in January or whatever, gets a prescription for Lipitor. Comes in February. Apparently she's all fucking huffy. She slams her bottle back up on the table and goes, "I want a refund. I want a refund. This is a bunch of snake oil you sold me last month. I took this for a whole month.
Snake oil. Yeah,
it's an actual drug. This is a bottle of snake oil.
Quotations drug.
Actually, no, it is. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But yeah, it's a bottle of snake oil. This is a sham. I took this for a full month and just got back from my doctor's office, and I still have high cholesterol. What the hell are you doing around here?" And she's just going off and off and off and off. And as my boss, as my friend boss tells it, he just stared him straight in the face, and she just is blue. She just goes red in the face. And she just goes, "I am never coming here again. I am talking to your manager." He owned the joint.
Right.
"I am talking to your manager tomorrow, and I will never darken this door again." And he looks at her dead in the eye and goes, "So I guess a blowjob's out of the question."
Oh.
He said, I have never seen somebody so angry they just couldn't form words before. But she was sputtering the entire way out the door.
That's how you own a business right there.
He became my hero that day.
And Fletcher took it upon himself to become a pharmacist.
I'm a pharmacy tech. But yeah, once I
didn't say didn't disappoint him. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I disappoint everybody. So yeah, it's that's one of those deals where I just kind of looked at him and went, "Yeah, you're cool. You're cool." So I guess a blowjob is out of the question.
And so she didn't come back the next day.
No, she didn't come back. She transferred all of her prescriptions out.
Was it though?
I guess at her age it wouldn't have been a blowjob. It would have been more of a gummer.
It's still a blowjob.
Yeah.
As long as you have air in the lungs still. I mean, even
you don't literally blow with a blowjob.
A couple hours afterwards, press on the lungs,
Jeff,
out on the dead body.
I gotta tell you, man.
Just blow right in the penis, blow up the balls. That's how it works, right?
Yeah. I'll tell you when you get older. Like a fucking cock balloon.
Yeah, it's like a balloon animal. Yeah.
You twist it around and make like an elephant.
No, that's horrible.
Well, you already got the trunk.
Yeah, you got the trunk already. You got the ears.
Yeah. It's more like a fucked up Mickey Mouse, I guess.
Like
I think we broke Kevin here,
like old Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, like the old Steamboat Willie.
Really
Steamboat Willie. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it's called. It's called the Steamboat Willie.
Oh, please, let's move on.
So we've got mouse dicks, we've got tomatoes, we've got wiping your ass.
So we're talking about, dicks now. I guess we should talk about a giant monkey.
Yeah. So Kong Skull Island came out.
Oh boy, did it.
2 of the 3 of us have seen it. See, I thought that you and Jeff normally go to the movies together.
Yeah, we normally do.
I had priors.
He pussied out last second.
Oh.
Yeah, but I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it last Tuesday.
Yeah, I saw it just yesterday.
Just yesterday. I fucking loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
Didn't you fall asleep, though? Did you say you fell asleep?
No, just kidding.
Okay. That was about it. I was going to hit you with this damn microphone. I really don't see how you could do that.
No, it was good. It was. I thought it was well paced. It had a good story. It had characters that you liked. It's basically everything Rogue One wasn't. So
I was going to make the analogy to the 2014 Godzilla movie.
I haven't seen Rogue One yet either.
Yeah.
Don't just watch Kong
It's
instead.
good.
Watch Kong twice.
It's good.
Whatever time of your life you were going to dedicate to Rogue One, watch the Bueller Godzilla movie instead of Rogue One. There's more
you
character development in
motherfucker.
that.
That's a lot of fish. But I'm gonna.
I saw that one in theaters actually.
Yeah, so did I.
I did too.
Yeah,
I was a kid.
Were you 6?
So when did it come out? 98, 99?
98.
98. So I would have been 7.
Yeah. Oh, I was being funny, but apparently I'm really smart.
So
and old and
Kong.
really old.
Kong.
Yeah, Kong is good. Like I said, the characters are enjoyable. The storyline mostly makes sense.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah.
They did change a lot. They changed a lot from the first movie, from the original 1930. What's 1932?
Yeah,
something like
back
that.
in the
I remember.
30s.
Yeah, they changed a lot about it, but there was enough little homages there. With Kong getting caught in. This is spoiler alert, folks. By the way, with Kong getting caught in the discarded boat chains and everything like that. But the thing is, I agree with you just about everything, with the exception of the people.
Okay, you didn't care about the people?
That's the problem. With the exception of Samuel L. Jackson, who gave great crazy on this one. He gave great crazy, and John C. Reilly, who again gave great crazy, but a completely different kind of way.
Right.
This may be one of my favorite Samuel L. Jackson roles. Honestly.
So you like the guys with initials in their names?
Yeah, exactly. Duh. That's actually, I just noticed that. Thank you for pointing that out, Jeff.
The Samuel L. Jackson character, though,
Was he Sam Jackson?
No, he was not. I didn't think he was, at least.
No, he was just one of those characters. Like, why are you doing this? Why are you going to do that? Like, this is so obviously a bad idea.
Well, it's
like, you're being a turd right now.
He had nothing else to live for.
Yeah.
One of the better strokes of genius of this movie, I think, is they put it literally on the day that the Vietnam War ended.
Right.
And apparently Samuel L. Jackson has been, is a career military guy. He's up in his 40s or 50s now. They say that he's old, that he's an old dog, and he's a colonel. And you got the nice scene of him sitting in his office. He's just received his orders that they're pulling out. That they've essentially lost the war.
Yeah.
They're done. And he's looking into like a little cigar box, and it's got like a Purple Heart and a Medal of Honor and all this other shit in there. And he just says that one line. He just sighs and goes, "What the hell good is it?" And then he gets the call saying, "Hey, we need you to take some scientists to this godforsaken island."
Right.
One of the scientists, John fucking Goodman, and what did I mean? He's not his best role. It's not 10 Cloverfield Lane good, but he's still a good scuzzball.
Yeah, and I thought his character was good.
Yeah,
Like,
it was good.
You buy into his backstory a little bit when they start to talk. Anyway.
he heads up the Monarch organization.
Yeah,
They're if you've seen the 2014 Godzilla movie, they're the ones that study these unknown legendary monsters kind of thing. They're like an extra governmental association.
Cryptids?
Yeah, cryptozoologists, I guess. And they're the ones who study Godzilla. And you actually do see some Godzilla wreckage because they're trying to sell the idea of, hey, take us to Skull Island to a government official.
Right.
And some of the evidence they have is like a giant freighter or whatnot, or a battleship that's just been shredded by something.
Right.
And I say something because we're going to get into that in just a minute.
Yeah.
And apparently the girlfriend didn't pick this up, but he was on he talks about there was only one survivor of that ship that just got shredded. It was him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was alluded to that was him. So they go out there. They hire Tom Hiddleston, and then Samuel L. Jackson is is part of the military escort.
Right.
So they get out to Skull Island, and they start immediately bombing the place. And Godzilla shows up like 5 times in the first 15 minutes of this movie. They do not fuck around. I mean, they start dropping the bombs. And
Wait, Kong.
Yeah, Kong. I'm sorry.
Not Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm a huge Zilla head, so my bad. And Kong shows up in the first, as soon as they get there, they start dropping the bombs for seismic tests, quote unquote.
Right.
And they find out that the Earth there is hollow. The hollow Earth theory is a real thing. And it's this great shot scene of the helicopters going through. They've got Black Sabbath's Paranoia just blasting because they're 1970s military guys, and they're pretty much there for vacation.
Yeah. The soundtrack was good in this movie.
And out of nowhere, almost in slow motion, comes this giant ass palm tree and just spears right through one of the helicopters. And then it starts cutting to all their faces going, "What the hell is that?
Right.
Is that what the hell is that?" And you start seeing Kong's reflection through from the windshields and everything like that. Is that a giant monkey?
Right.
And he starts swatting them out of the sky. He starts slamming them down. And it seems very, very much like him on top of the Empire State Building from the original one.
Yeah.
And it's just such a bad-ass, well-done scene that, and the most impressive bit to me, it was in full daylight. They don't shy away from using these giant fully CG models in the daytime.
Yeah, it looked good.
The movie looked, with the exception of one scene, the movie looked amazing.
Yeah. So,
and it's just, they don't fuck around. And Kong, he's big. Like, they scaled him up. I mean, a human is about the size of his eyeball. And Samuel L. Jackson, he's seeing all this going down. He's in he's hanging back in a helicopter that's not getting the shit kicked out of it yet.
Right.
And you can tell he's snapping. He's done. He is checking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Because this helicopter eventually goes down. And he's just standing there in the wreckage of a burning helicopter. Everything burning around him. Other helicopters are going down. And he's just kind of standing there staring at him with his head cocked, frowning. He's lost it. He has now found the thing that he is living for. He has found his white whale. And his white whale is a giant fucking monkey.
Right.
So I love that character, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's just such an asshole.
Yeah, but he's an asshole with nothing left to live for.
Yeah, which I wouldn't have a problem with that if he wanted to go out on a suicide mission by himself. But he tried to get other people to go along with it.
Yeah, because he knows he literally can't do it by himself.
Yeah.
And he is the might of the military. He is you saw somebody pointed out online that you saw medals from World War II and World War I here.
Right.
So he's been in the what is arguably the American military's strongest arm from probably the time he could hold a gun. And now he's not only lost that confidence in him, he's probably going to be desk shelved because of his age. So he's done with everything. He doesn't have anything else.
Yeah.
So he's wanting to prove that to at least to himself, that the American military is still good. That
Right.
it's still viable.
Yeah.
So that's why he's having his military men, his underlings, go along with him to do this.
Right.
But at the same time, you've got Tom Hiddleston, who is I don't know his name in the movie.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
And that's he's hired on by John Goodman to be a tracker of some sorts. And he had Brie Larson as a photojournalist. So you literally have Loki and Miss Marvel in a movie together.
Was she's Miss Marvel?
Yeah, she's going to be Miss Marvel in the upcoming Marvel movies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, not Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Well, I mean, those are both characters, so I just...
Yeah, well, they're actually technically the same character. It's just...
There's a new Miss Marvel, though, right?
Yeah, there's a new Miss Marvel. Several decades ago, she went from Miss Marvel to Captain Marvel, and she cut her hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got the whole scientist crew with John Goodman and his two cronies, the geologist and the Hollow Earth theory person. And then you got Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got some other nameless cannon fodder science people. Honestly, that's what they are. And that was my problem with the movie. That was my one big problem with the movie.
Too many red shirts?
No, it's just, all right, aside from being a tracker, what do you know about Tom Hiddleston's character?
Mm-hmm.
You know about his dad.
I mean, nothing, but
Yeah, exactly.
But aside from Jackson, though, being a military guy, like, you don't know anything about him outside of the military because that's all he is.
But he still has motivation, though. John Goodman had motivation.
Hiddleston wants money. He wants to get paid.
No. They asked him because they specifically said, so you got paid. Yeah, but that's not your motivation. Something else is there.
Yeah, someone doing some psychology shit on him. Though.
And again, that's made pretty well clear, but you never know what that is. It's never expounded upon. With Brie Larson, aside from taking pictures, why is she there?
Well,
exactly.
But that is why she's there, though.
But
that's like if I go on vacation or whatever, and you see me at the beach, and you're like, well, aside from being here for the beach, why are you here? Well, I'm on vacation. She's doing a job.
But she's there. She's supposed to be there for more, though.
What more?
What more, yeah.
Exposing they built her up as like this big, as this big...
Whistleblower?
Yeah, whistleblower kind of person. She took pictures apparently in Da Nang and stuff like that.
I just took it as she was like the anti-war person.
She was.
Yeah.
Why she want to take pictures of a non-military expedition?
I don't know. It's a whole new island. It's been uncharted. She'll have the first photographs.
That's what photographers do. They do whatever they can. There's not.
But from the very end, she's saying, "I am a war journalist." In fact, as they're leaving, they go, "Nobody's ever going to know about it. We're not going to tell anybody."
Yeah.
So even if she did have motivation, she gives it up.
I mean, sure. I mean, but she's still got like a personality and stuff.
Oh yeah, she has personality. She's just very two-dimensional. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Then they all are.
Yeah.
Look at any kaiju film in general.
I was about to say that. It doesn't really matter in context, but that was the one thing. At least there weren't a fucking Kenny where there's a kid going, "Oh my God, look at that. It's Gamera."
He's friends with the children, though.
He is, and he eats sushi from a can. That's Jet Jaguar.
That's Jet Jaguar, yes.
But anyways.
I felt fine with the characters.
It didn't distract me, but just when I was going through picking it apart as I do.
It didn't upset me like Godzilla did, because I felt like Godzilla.
You were just mad Bryan Cranston died.
Yeah, because the ad campaign was a little bit of a bait and switch.
I agree. It was they were definitely trying to capitalize off Bryan Cranston's popularity with Breaking Bad at the time.
Oh yeah.
And he's dead within 20 minutes or whatever.
No, he's dead within the first hour.
Yeah.
I just watched that the other night.
Well, I mean, he's dead early on in the movie.
I had a question.
What's up?
Can I guess the twist?
What twist?
To the Kong movie.
What's that?
Can I guess it?
Go for it.
Okay. All the stuff goes down, right?
Yeah.
Girl throws her camera into the ocean.
Nope.
But still, there's footage somehow.
Nope.
And they cut to a diner.
Nope. I know where you're going with this.
And then Bruce Willis is there.
I did lose my shit.
And Bruce Willis is like, "Mr. Glass," and they just cut to the credits.
Split's an awesome movie. But yeah, it's...
Am I right?
No, not at all.
Kevin?
No, it wasn't that movie.
Yeah. But yeah,
It could have been.
I mean,
it could have been that movie.
I mean, I didn't hate the character. Like I said, I love John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
I mean, he was funny as hell in a role that could have very easily been cringeworthy and just movie ruining.
Right.
He was very good. I mean, he played like it was a World War II fighter pilot, right?
Yeah.
That crash landed on Skull Island. He's pretty much been living there with the natives for the past 30 years, they said?
Yeah, 28.
28 years. Yeah, 28 years. So, and they came up with a bunch of new shit for Kong to fight because they never actually leave. Kong never leaves the island in this movie. I mean, you got your giant yaks. You got
the skull crawlers.
Yeah, you got the skull crawlers, which are these weird, awesome looking reptilian sons of bitches.
Right.
That apparently come up from inside the earth and just wreck shit.
Yeah. And
Kong is last of his kind because apparently the big one, as Riley puts it, killed his mom and dad, and you see their bones. Because in this movie, Kong is still a kid. He said, John C. Reilly goes, yeah, he's still got some growing to do. He ain't fully grown.
Yeah, they mentioned that he's getting bigger.
Yeah, which is good because they've mentioned, they've already confirmed that there is going to be a Godzilla versus King Kong movie. So if you size him up 30, 40 years or so, he could be Godzilla size. He's still going to get his ass kicked by Godzilla, but still.
Communist bastard.
Hey, Big G's going to do it, man. They don't call him
Pinko, son of a bitch.
They don't call him King of all monsters for nothing.
Why do you think they fight?
Honestly, and this goes to the post-credit sequence. Because in the post-credit sequence, they reveal, you see like classified photos of cave paintings that depicts Godzilla, Mothra, fucking Rodan, and King Ghidorah. Fucking King Ghidorah of all things. The big golden three-headed winged sumbitch from the old 1960s movies. I squealed like a damn 6-year-old girl that just saw her favorite Disney princess ride in on a unicorn with free puppies and ice cream. I lost my absolute shit.
Right.
Can I guess another spoiler?
What's that?
Mothra dies.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, that's not really a spoiler. That's
Mothra always dies.
Yeah, Mothra always dies. But I think what's going to happen, because they showed those three. They showed, Godzilla, then they showed a cave painting of Mothra, then a cave painting of Rodan, then a cave painting of King Ghidorah, or Ghidorah, whatever you want to pronounce. He's pronounced half a dozen different ways. And then you see a painting of Godzilla fighting Ghidorah, Ghidorah.
Right.
So I think what's going to happen. Cave Johnson. Yeah, cave painting. Yeah. So what I think is going to happen is they're going to pretty much remake the whole 1970s Destroy All Monsters. They're going to, Godzilla's going to come up, and because they've said that Skull Island is Monster Island now.
Okay.
That this is Godzilla's island from the 1970s movies.
Oh.
Yeah, that Skull Island and Monster Island are the same place now. That's canon.
Okay.
So I think something's going to happen to where either Godzilla's going to go there or Kong's going to have to get off the island somehow. And they're initially going to fight, and then Ghidorah shows up. And that big 3-headed dragon bastard is going to really start wrecking shit. And they're probably going to have to join forces.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That same old...
Say her name. You got to save Mothra. How do you know that name? How do you know Mothra?
You can't alienate the fans, you guys. You can't kill a franchise off doing that.
Yeah.
No. Remember there's that rumor that Bryan Cranston was going to be Jet Jaguar?
Yeah. I
think it's going to happen?
I wish. I think I would say probably Mechagodzilla is probably a bigger thing or more plausible thing. Because nowadays, if you from the 2014 Godzilla, Monarch, the government agency, is pretty damn powerful.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of serious sway. So they especially it's going to be expounded upon after the whole Muto attacks and everything from Godzilla. So
right,
I can easily see them
to where everybody knows monsters are a thing.
Yeah, so they're going to get a big boost in stuff because humans were not capable or well equipped at all to handle the Mutos, let alone the motherfucking Big G himself.
Right.
So I could easily see them trying to, bullshit science up a Godzilla analog that's robotic.
Yeah.
So that's how I think it's going to be. I think it's next year, 2018. We got Godzilla, King of All Monsters, and then the next year after that, we got the Godzilla versus King Kong movie.
Oh, so we still have another movie to go before we get to this crossover movie.
So
Well, shit.
They did a lot of really good world building with Kong Skull Island.
Yeah.
I mean, all in all, I mean, I keep getting very fragmented on because I'm giddy about it. It's not often I get to see a giant fucking monster movie like that anymore. It's something that doesn't happen. I think Pacific Rim, yeah. Which is coming out next year, motherfuckers.
They are doing a sequel?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it still Del Toro?
No, sadly not.
Then it's worthless.
Nah.
Is it Bryan Singer?
Oh, God, no.
They should give it to Bryan Singer.
It's Michael Bay.
They should give it to Michael Bay.
No,
yes.
it's not.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, I don't know who's doing it exactly.
Listen, they've got to have balls.
Oh, my God. Jeff, I'm going to choke you with the damn cord here. Don't make me do it.
What is that reference?
Transformers
2.
Oh.
Remember, they turned Devastator, one of the biggest damn
Wolfman's got
Transformers,
nards.
yeah, into a testicle joke.
I legit did fall asleep in the theaters for
You
Transformers
should.
2.
That's
I fell asleep at home and didn't go.
that movie. I've seen them all. In my nerdverse, it kind of goes Godzilla, Transformers, Doctor Who, right? So I feel almost obligated to see the Transformers movies, in the theater. And the last one, I had to get shit-faced to, and the girlfriend was holding my arm, just patting it every once in a while, going, "It's okay, it's okay."
Yeah.
Because I very rarely have I seen a movie franchise that just did not give a shit about its
I don't
face
think
fan
I went to
base.
that one either because I was sick of seeing you hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's a very masochistic thing.
It's like your Star Wars, right? Like so.
Yeah, essentially.
Like even if I knew like all the next Star Wars movies are going to be total shit, like I'm still going to fucking show up and see them.
One of the few movies I've ever like jumped to is I bought a ticket for something else and then went and saw Transformers 3 because I did not want to support Transformers 3. I forget, it was like some kind of Disney one-off fluff that I've forgotten about that everybody else has forgotten about, but
It was Medea.
Oh God, which one would I rather support more, Medea movies or Transformers movies? Jesus,
Transformers.
probably, yeah, because I think they're less hurtful on society as a whole.
Pacific Rim Uprising is going to be directed by Stephen S.
Is
DeKnight.
it Uprising or Maelstrom?
Uprising is the 2018 one, according to IMDb.
Because it's gone through a couple of different ones.
Okay.
I've heard Maelstrom, I've heard Uprising, I've also heard the second one.
I feel like Uprising is a little bit more like commercially.
Yeah, it's easier to say.
Appealing. Yeah.
The gang gets Jaegers.
Yeah, but the
You're going.
the black guy from the Force Awakens is the main Jaeger pilot now.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, he's probably in the movie though.
John Boyega.
Yeah, he's the main pilot guy, and the set pictures from it have been pretty damn good so far. So
Scott Eastwood is going to be in it. That's got to be a relative of Clint, right?
Yeah, he looks exactly like him.
He does look exactly.
Maybe
like
it's a stage name, like he changed it because it looked like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Let's look into Scott
But
Eastwood.
it's Del Toro-
IMDb, folks, you get it here.
Yeah, but the thing is, the first Pacific Rim was Del Toro's little baby. It was
beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was campy. It was everything you could have wanted to be. It was stupid in some spots. The damn analog.
It was beautifully stupid, though.
Exactly, but it knew exactly what it was,
Yeah.
and that was Del Toro to a T. It was a love letter to the giant
Kaiju.
to kaiju, to Gundam, the whole 9 yards. And without Del Toro, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
But it's giant shit fighting giant shit, Jeff. Kevin?
It's
Scott-
Scott, like wrestling.
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood is Clint Eastwood's son.
Oh, okay. Wow. He's going to be a curmudgeon old bastard when he grows up.
Probably already is.
Talk to chairs.
Talking to a chair.
Yeah. But that's next year. So next year we got 2 giant movies fighting each other. Holy shit. That makes me happy.
And
Jeff,
the Han
I'm
Solo
going to need to start
movie.
drinking water now because, damn,
The bathroom's got water.
it does. But I was smart enough to bring bottled water like a fool.
Bathroom water's good, Fletcher.
It's got vitamins in it like iron.
The trick is to drink from the top of the tank.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little cleaner there.
Before or after you leave the upper decker?
After.
Okay. Gives it flavor.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm not wrong.
There is going to be a flavor
Yeah.
there.
Flavor
Yeah.
doesn't mean good.
No, it means there is going to have flavor there. So,
You want to call it on that?
Yep. I will leave it on an upper decker.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
in other words, go see Kong is very, very good.
It's good. Go.
Support this kind of movie, folks.
Go for the fully fleshed out 3-dimensional characters. Stay for the giant monkey.
And watch Southpaw Regional Wrestling because it's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I did want to ask you something.
All right.
Did you go see some wrestling earlier this week? Because I saw
maybe
that the Rock and Roll Express was in town.
They're always in town.
Yeah.
They pretty much live in North Carolina.
And Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons is also here a lot too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't there.
You weren't? Okay. I'm going to see somebody next Friday.
Who?
This coming Friday.
I think we're all going to see somebody Friday.
It's going to be an AML show.
Oh, cool. Is it a Hardy Boy?
No.
Because they're here a lot too now.
Let me look up who that is. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation that the WWE
Rhodes?
might not be too far away in their future again.
They're signed with Ring of Honor right now on a loose term basis.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
I bet you wrestling's going to happen.
Yeah.
Not really with the Hardys because they do a lot of. You would probably love it actually because it's very, very, very like Sci-Fi Channel movie style, like what they do.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
I hate it.
I'm gonna love it.
I have friends that love it, and it's because it's different. It's something different. It's like if you did Lucha Underground, but you did it on like a cell phone.
Lucha Underground's on Netflix.
I know 2 seasons of it.
So this is going to be AML Wrestling presents Never Enough,
Never
featuring
stopping.
former WWE superstar / current TNA Impact star Drew Galloway.
Drew's good.
The debut of former NWA World Heavyweight Champion / current ROH star Jax Dane.
Jax Dane is all right.
He's all right. The return of former AML Wrestling Champion Caprice Coleman.
Caprice is very good.
And the return of Jason Kincaid.
Jason Kincaid's mad, but he's a North Carolina guy, so I support him.
And new AML Wrestling Champion Zane Dawson.
Zane is very good.
Plus more of your favorite AML wrestling stars. Are they good?
They've changed a lot since the last time I went, so I can't say for certain. They bring in a lot of outside talent, though, so probably.
Okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I need to look more into Drew Galloway. I've heard his name before, but I don't think I've ever seen any of his work.
3-man band.
3-man band. Okay.
WWE.
Because I want to come in with some sort of.
Don't watch that because that's like the worst moment of anybody's career. But I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. I think his last career match was standing outside the ring during a midget tables, ladders, and chairs match. Called WLC.
Okay, so he's over, is what you're saying. He's over.
He was at one time Vince McMahon's chosen one to be the next big thing.
Really?
And then he went to tag with Heath Slater and Jinder Mahal.
Oh.
Yeah. But I loved it.
Poor guy.
But watch his stuff in TNA.
Okay. I'll check him out. I'll do my little bit of homework before I go to the show. It'll be my first one, though. So
Really? I thought you'd been before.
I've never been to a live show.
It is fun. AML has gotten out of Johnny and June's, which was poison for them as far as their crowds go, because I hate them.
I think you mentioned to me that before.
Yeah. Their first show I went to was their first show for sure. Like they had X-Pac at the top of the card.
Yeah. X-Pac
spent his entire career getting shitty heat from people. Like
right.
the term X-Pac heat comes from the fact that X-Pac crowds fucking hated X-Pac for like 10 years. But he had to stop a match to tell people in the front row, calm the hell down. This is a wrestling show. We're supposed to have fun here, and there are kids here.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad when Sean Waltman has to get on to you.
Yeah.
Because he's had some tough times before.
Yes. So.
And then I swear to God, this isn't a commercial for AML. But
I'll negate it because I've had a bad history with AML. So
They have something that looks pretty cool on Sunday, the 26th, so the next day after I see them. This is the Big Man Bash heavyweight tournament.
Oh, cool.
So
my friend's actually working there now, so I have to endorse it. If White Mike's there, White Mike is my boy.
White Mike's cool.
He has slept on my couch. I have hung out with his kids. He is a very, very nice man.
I've seen him chase his children around. It's very fun.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
It looks like it's mostly the same lineup, but I don't know. Maybe if I really like it on Saturday, maybe I'll try to get out to Franklinton on Sunday.
You should check out PWX as well.
PWX?
That's a very good fit in North Carolina.
Basically, what I want to do is go to a few smaller shows and then eventually make my way to a WWE show, because I feel like I'll appreciate both more if I start small and then go to the big. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I understand. It's kind of like it's getting street cred, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just feel like I don't know. I think both would mean more Because like anytime like someone comes to me and they want to talk about going to comic conventions, like I always recommend Heroes Con in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But to go to a different one first. That way you get an appreciation for a smaller show, and then you can also be like, holy shit, when you get to Heroes.
It's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, that's my experience. Because I went to Austin with you, the Comic Con there,
Yeah.
and then I went to Heroes Con. And yeah, I was more appreciative of it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I like the starting small and then working your way up to the bigger promotion.
Because if you jump into the big, either A, not going to appreciate it, or B, it's going to ruin you for the little stuff when you go to it.
Right. It's like, well, fucking, I've been to a Coliseum now. So
What's going to happen is
that,
that, like, here's what happened with me. I went to the big stuff first, and it's not the case anymore because they always hired pretty much all the independent stuff that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
Including.
They need to stay the hell off Chikara.
Yeah, they do. Including North Carolina's baby boy, Cedric Alexander, who's now hurt, but loved him to death. But yeah, it was a culture shock for me because it's like, this was 2009. I went to a Ring of Honor show. Amazing.
Yeah.
Like amazing wrestling. Like Claudia was like, Cesaro was there at the time. The guy that's Cassius Ohno was there at the time.
Okay.
Seth Rollins was there at the time. Austin Aries was there at the time.
That's a good card.
Yeah. And then Christopher Daniels came back at the time. I don't know who Christopher Daniels is. He was very good. Also a North Carolina guy. Briscoes were there. Briscoes were very good. But yeah, I'm like, wow. Why the hell am I spending like $50 to go to a WWE show that's Raw pretty much and sit in the second row and be blocked out by the guys holding the sign in front of me?
Right.
When I can go to this and sit on bleachers, be uncomfortable, but still see the show and have a really good time.
Yeah. So,
Wrestling.
we're going to have to go to a show sometime, Jeff.
We are.
Woo!
And of course, we have the big one that we'll talk about here in a few weeks after it passes WrestleMania.
Woo!
Oh, $5 wrestling segment show?
Oh, I like $5 wrestling.
You're no, I'm picking.
Oh.
But you're
it, Jeff.
if they run again, because it's right now, it's kind of an iffy thing. You're going to a $5 wrestling show.
Okay.
It's pretty great.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
It's mean spirited until you beat the guys and you realize you're all awesome and they're living out their dreams. But
Yeah. It's literally just a bunch
Freight
of
Train,
guys.
Freight Train went to being like the funniest thing in the world to me, and he still is, to my fucking hero.
Yeah. I want to meet Freight Train.
Yeah.
He's a sweet man.
I've seen his videos
He's a
before.
sweet man. We got to get you going to Chikara this year, by the way.
Yeah. Is that something that you watch online when it's not
No.
local? Or is it
You can.
only a
Can
local
be
thing?
like it's not local. It's from Philadelphia. It was
Yeah.
actually from Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania.
For those of you who don't know, Chikara is luchador wrestling based out of Philadelphia with a bunch of Canadians.
Some Canadians,
Yeah.
not as much
Not as
anymore.
much as used to, yeah.
Edge and Christian?
No,
And it's kind of very, they use, they're very, very nerdy.
although Edge does live in North Carolina,
I've heard that. Yeah.
and I think Christian does too, because I think they live next to each other.
Yeah.
So we need to stock them someday too.
North Carolina seems to be special for pro wrestlers.
Yeah.
It is.
A lot of history here.
Chikara's the biggest spot.
It's one of their biggest.
One of
ones.
the, yeah. Like, they go up to Gibsonville. And where do they come? Is it May this year? Mid-May?
June or July.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's June or July.
It's on a Sunday, so you're
We'll let
off.
you know. It's a double shot
Okay.
show because they used to come twice, which meant they had two good shows. Now they have the double shot shows, which last time meant the first show was kind of the newer guys and it wasn't great, and the second show was the better show.
Yeah.
Cool.
But still, I mean, it's a hell of a way to spend a Sunday.
It is. It's very fun.
Okay.
Spend it in a probably too hot auditorium.
Yeah.
With a bunch of other people who look like me.
It's where Chase works or used to work. I don't know.
Gotcha.
If he works in, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, do you have anything about Gorilla Monsoon that you would like to say before we leave?
No, but again, I reiterate, watch Southpaw Regional Wrestling because it's the funniest thing in the world. The best thing WWE's done in like 10 years. It's the fifth brand. It needs to be.
Okay.
Those were definitely words.
I got what he was saying.
Okay.
I picked
Have
up
you
what he was
watched it?
putting down. No, I've not watched
You're
it.
going to watch it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Anyway, folks, there are thousands of quality podcasts, but you chose us instead. Thank you.
Thank you.
I can give or take. I don't care.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
See you next week.